Da 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 da. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How we doing today? We got Amy, we got Gail, we got Michelle. Woo woo. MJ's Luck and Treasures. Woo 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 woo. Skylar Dog, Jennifer. How we doing? How we doing? Gail, J&J. What's up, J&J? Love J&J. Great people. Check out their channel. We got Amy. All right, what's going on? And I loaded a 10x30. Yes. And unloaded a 10x30 in a truck today. Oh my gosh. So I'm a little bit behind schedule, ladies and gentlemen. Check out this sweet hat. What do you think, man? There we go. Orange is my color. What do you think? Let me know in the chat what you guys think about the hat. What's up, Teresa? Nance, what's up, Mark? Whoop, whoop. Dad, what's up? What's up? What's up? Mr. Duetti, I saw you, buddy. How you doing, buddy? Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. What do you guys think of the hat? No. Yeah. So, wow, we have special two guests tonight. Special guests. What's up, J&J? They gave me this awesome air freshener. My car smells so good. Oh my gosh. Little puppy air freshener. I was like, my car's never smelled that good, so it's kind of interesting. I'm not used to that. Usually smells like an old storage unit or something. Thank you, Amy. Hat looks nice. Hello, Megan. How we doing? Jennifer. It suits me. Yeah, I thought so too. You should have seen the jacket I had with it. I got a picture. J&J actually put it in their short. They did a little short. We did a storage unit auction on Tuesday. A live storage unit auction. What do you give her now? I think we had 7 units. Yeah. It was new car smell. That's why I never had a new car in my life until I got that air freshener. So when it runs out, my car, I won't have a new car anymore. I won't have a new car anymore. Let's see here. Let me see here. I know I got a picture of it somewhere. Somebody, I got a picture in here. I'll have to find it. But yeah, it was a crazy, awesome auction. Had so much fun. The thing is that a live storage unit auction, even if you don't buy anything, well, at least my live storage unit auctions, I try to have as much fun as possible. And it was just a blast. And, there's some good units. You just never know on the storage units. You just never, ever know. Just Jack was there. That was cool. And we had all kind of people. I mean, there's all kind of YouTubers there. We had Jesse show up, Claire Thrifts, Conkinator from Conky. We had J&J, KT Treasures there. We had, I'm trying to think. We had Avery's All In was there. Oh, man. It was such a good time. So what do you guys think? Can you guys guess who the guests are tonight? And don't say J&J. J&J was on last week. Or at least one of the J of J&J was on last week. And Jenna got her surgery on her arm, and she's doing better. And they came and saw my building, so we'll do another prayer for her, keep her right back into shape. This way, J&J could be moving storage units together, and not just the one J moving the storage units. So, and then look at this. That's a beautiful old sterling silver ring. I think we're going to give this sterling silver ring away. What do you guys think? So I'll just let you know. I was a little short on time today. Believe it or not, me, short on time. Is this your guess, Michelle? Avery's All In. Is that who you think the mystery people coming on tonight? That's a good guess. Could be right. Could be wrong. You just don't know. We'll find out, though. And then what do you guys think? Sterling silver ring. I got this to give away. I got a bunch of these coins here. These are 1968, 40% silver, John F. Kennedy's. So I think they're all 1968. So 1964, they took us off the gold standard, and the silver coins all got stopped except the $50 and $1 coins. They went to 40% silver instead of being 90% silver. Everyone's like, what the heck happened? What the heck happened? Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see. Ooh, George and Jeremy. That's a good guess. George and Jeremy. Joe, your partner? Yeah, that's a good guess, but that's only one. Christian and Patience. That's a good guess. Not just Christian, though, because there's two people. So Jerry Baytown, Patience Christmas to sell and whatnot. Yeah. He's been buying. You just talked to him today. Conky's always going to be on. Jeebus, you never know. Jack, could be Jack. Could be Christian and Patience. That's a couple of them. We got KT Treasure guest here. Another KT Treasure. I don't know. Kinky and Jeremy is. TDK. Could be TDK, but who else would it be? Deanna. Deanna's awesome. I can tell you that. She's like a shipping machine. So, sterling silver ring giveaway. Now, I got to tell everybody real quick, honest with you. Guess what? I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to the wonderful, wonderful place of Washington, D.C. But first, I have a stop at Gettysburg with my son's class. So I got my invisible son. And that's the thing. You take your invisible son places, and sometimes you just lose sight of them. Okay, moving along on the sterling silver giveaway ring. So long story short, I'm not going to go back to my building, and my business partner does the shipping on all the giveaways and on the auction stuff. So anything tonight will not be shipped out until probably sometime next week, but send out your information. Amy said, don't live far from Gettysburg. I love Gettysburg. I've been there one time. I can't wait to go back. So I get to go to Gettysburg, and then we go to D.C., and we stop at some of the memorials tomorrow. And then Saturday morning, I think our first stop's Arlington Cemetery, and go to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And if no one's ever seen the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, unbelievable. Complete silence. And you could talk, but I tell you what, those guys will come up and kick you out of there in 2 seconds. These guys, they don't take any. You don't mess around at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, okay? The guards there, they are serious as can be, and they take it as an honor to be able to guard the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And the people that don't know about the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, is a tomb that all the people that have passed away in the war, that have died in wars and everything else, and they never got a chance. You know, that's a place where you can go for the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and kind of it's just like all the people that have passed away out there and died in the horrible tragedy of war, unfortunately. For a civilized society, we're not civilized, as they say. You would think by this time in 2025 that we could be utilizing all that money that we spend on bombs, planes, and bombs, and more bombs, and planes, and missiles, and all that stuff. And just imagine if they put all that money to cancer research, but you know, there's no money in all that stuff. They don't want to cure the diseases, probably. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But the sterling ring, we're going to give that away. And, man, first person. Ooh, I got to come up with I better not lose it. First person for a sterling ring, you got to be a member. And if you are a member, only thing I do is go ahead and send out your information to second sensitive Gmail, your full name, YouTube name, full address, and item description. So you would pay on this free sterling silver ring. You know, free does have a nice ring to it, doesn't it? So on it, I guess we'll do a number real quick, and then we're going to do some trivia. We got coins to give away. We got all kind of giveaways. And I know not everyone can become a member. The membership does help make the channel better. I use the stuff is in Nance Scott. Yeah, it is quite impressive. So I can't wait to go. And then what else are we doing in DC? I know we're going to go to Medieval Times the one night for dinner. So that's going to be fun. My son's never got to go to Medieval Times. This will be my third Medieval Time in my life. And that's all. It's always if you guys never been to Medieval Times and see the jousting and eating your chicken with your hands and all that, it's a good time. So sterling ring, we're going to go number 200 through 500. And don't start guessing yet. I have to come up with a number. Try to read my mind. Try to read my mind. Okay. I got the number. All right. Yeah, Gettysburg is very chilling, too, just to think about all the people just sitting there. And that was like such a brutal war where, you know, people's legs are getting blown off by cannonballs. And it's just... All right, we got some guesses going on already. Between 200 and 500 now, what do we got now? Everybody guess. What are you going to guess? What are you going to guess now? I got 444, 293, 244, 225, 299, 434, 234. I don't see anyone right yet now. 245. Just keep guessing. Faster you guess, the better chance you got to win a sterling silver ring. Got to be a member to play. I'm a sterling silver ring right here. Take another look at it. It's a beautiful piece. And I don't even know. It could be 100 years old. It is very well made. Very nice piece. I hate to even get rid of it, but I love you guys. So, on the number now, what do you get now? Get now. Let's see. Man, I'm going to start going through the numbers again just to see if I can find anybody that has it right. I don't see it yet. 860 Dolphins. It's not up that high. It's 200 to 500. That was shooting for the moon there, a little too high. I still don't see it. Man. Oh, I seen one person was 100 off. I saw somebody that was 100 off. We're getting close. We're getting close. Come on, people. Nope, that's not it yet. I like Michael. $25. Yeah, I should have been auctioned off, huh, Michael? That would have been a good auction. Oh, man. Come on. I might have to give you guys a hint here in a minute. I might have to give everyone a hint. Who's going to win this ring? Who's going to win the ring? Man, I haven't seen it yet. I'm going back and checking just to make sure I didn't make a mistake, but I haven't seen it. I've seen a couple of people get close to it, but I have not seen it. Man. I have not seen it. Let's go. Oh, come on. I hope I don't miss it. It's coming in so fast now. Who said 532? Come on now. Oh, come on. Man. Do I see it? Do I see it? Do I see it? Do I see it? Hope I didn't miss it. I don't see it yet. All right. It's in the 300s, ladies and gentlemen. 300 to 400. Start guessing. 300 to 400. Start guessing. And if I missed it, I apologize. I'm only human. I'm only human. Man, I wonder who our special guest stars tonight. What happens if they don't even show up? Could you imagine they just leave me hanging? That's possible. Anything's possible. Looks like my prom all over again. I'm just joking. Oh, it's funny. Oh my gosh. I have not seen it yet. I mean, are we serious? We gotta be close, people. We gotta be close. All right. I have to give another hint. Do I have to give another hint? What do you think, Joker? Another hint? Oh my gosh. I didn't think it was gonna take this long. Usually you guys are on it so quick. It's like this. Usually you guys guess it like right away. Some like I always think you guys know, like watching what I write down or something. This is the first time. Like I must have just guessed a number that nobody was in their head today. No one was in my head, I guess. That's how crazy it's been today. No one wants to be in my head today. Loaded up a 10 by 30 storage unit. Oh man, I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Have I not seen it? I'm gonna have to ask you guys to start looking for the number. Maybe I'm just blind today. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to quit. All right. I'm going to go one more guess here. It's going to go, it's above 350, between 350 and 400, ladies and gentlemen. 350 and 400, 350 and 400. There's not many guesses now. There's only 50 numbers to guess there. I hope I didn't miss it. I'm going to feel real stupid. Oh my gosh. That's probably going to be like, oh, Rob, you missed it. Oh my gosh. We're getting close. I tell you that. Of course, there's only 50 numbers to choose from, so of course we better be getting close. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Man, I sure hope I didn't miss it. I'm gonna feel so stupid. I'm like, Rob. Oh, come on. So close. I wish I could tell you you're right, Michael, but that number is a little too high. I keep looking at my number like, did I put down? Am I wrong? Oh my gosh, someone was so close. Someone was one off. Someone was one off. Oh my gosh, please, 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 please. Put me out of my misery. I'm never going to do another number guess again. Please, somebody, please, please. People getting so close. So close. But not there. Oh my gosh, how is this possible? This is going to be the longest number guess ever. Ever. I'm going to have to like bring it down even smaller. Is it really? Really? Did we miss that? I had to miss the number. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, I'm looking. Oh my gosh. People are so close. So close. All right. I'm going to have to squeeze it down more. Might have to squeeze it down more. We're so close. So close. So close. Gail's like, you had to miss it, Rob. I hope I didn't miss it. I'm going to feel dumb. Like I said, if I missed it, I apologize. I just can't believe it. I've seen everything close. All right. It's between 360 and 375. Go. Oh my gosh. 360 and 375 between those numbers. That's only 15 numbers now. Somebody's got to get it. Please somebody get it. Please somebody get it. If I missed, I'm going to go back through. And it's possible I missed it. I just didn't think anyone guessed it. Nobody is in my head today. Kathy Earls usually has got it, man. Man, she's getting close, people. Everyone's getting close, people. I still haven't seen it. How is this possible? Does the number not exist that I wrote down? I swear I count a number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I swear I know how to count. Man, so close. Why does everyone keep missing the number? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on, my head hurts. My head hurts. I got so much to talk about. I can't even talk. Everyone's so close. So close. Oh my gosh. Maybe the number doesn't exist. Maybe the number doesn't exist. Maybe I wrote down a number that does not exist. Why is everyone? Oh, I think he got it. Now we got to go check. Is Michael the first person? I'm just going to show you this right here. 2 to 500, 362. I don't know if Michael's the first person. We'll double check. You guys can help me. Oh, my gosh. My brain hurts. Michael, if you're the first person, you're going to win it. But I've seen so many people go 64, 63, 66s, 65, 65, 61, a 72. Uh-oh. I see Dolphins hit 362, Michael. You're out. I'm sorry. See, I missed it. I'm an idiot. All right, let's see. Hold on. Someone could be before Dolphins. They were coming in so fast, man. Skylar Dog came in before Dolphins. Oh, my God. See, I told you I feel like an idiot. Hold on. Let's go back farther. Oh, my gosh. We got Dolphins and Skylar Dog and Michael. It's going backwards here. Oh, my gosh. You got to be a member, though. Sorry. Baby Cornball. I appreciate it, though. Baby Cornball had it. How did I miss this? There's Dolphins again before. Man, I'm sorry. I told you. I had to miss the number. It was going so fast. I'm like, uh-oh, MJ's Luck did 362. I'm going all the way back, guys. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's going to be one of those nights. Uh-oh, Kathy Earls did 362. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. How many people did I miss? Watch, the first one's going to be 362. I'm going to feel real stupid. Hold on. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. There's so many comments. Oh, my gosh. Next time I'm going to have to do a smaller number. Usually you guys guess it so quickly that I'm like, that's why I was like, yep. Gail said, Rob, you may have missed it. Yeah, I missed it. All right, Gail. I don't know if I missed it before this, though. 362. I'm looking. You guys, let's see, 382, 92. No. My brain hurts now. Oh my gosh. It hurts so hard. I was like, why did I do this to myself? 362. All right. Any other ones up there? Holy smoke. 362. Man, how many numbers are there? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Deborah, but you're not a member, Deborah. I appreciate it, though. So right now we're still at we got Kathy, I think. Who is it? I think we have Kathy right now. 362. So I don't know if I see any other ones. I'm almost to the top, I think. You guys see anyone before that? Oh, that was Kathy again. Man, I really did mess this up, didn't I? I guess I'm fired, you know. I think you guys should all just quit and say, Rob, it's time for you to step down. You can't even do the number game right. Holy smoke. I really screwed this one up, ladies and gentlemen. There's too many numbers. I should never have had that many. My head hurts. All right. I'm starting all the way at the top. Man. So right now, I have Kathy Earls is winning it. I have MJ Luck, Dolphins, Skylar Dog, and Michael guessing the number when I thought it was wrong. So what we're going to do is Kathy Earls, send the email. You get the ring. MJ Luck, I want you to send an email. You're going to get a silver coin. And Michael, send an email. You're going to get a silver coin. And Skylar Dog, I want you to send an email. You're going to get a silver coin. And Dolphins, send an email. You're going to get a silver coin. So that's we got 4 coins given away and that. So we got Kathy gets the ring, MJ Luck, Dolphins, Skylar Dog, and Michael You guys are all getting a coin. So send an email. Don't forget, it won't be getting shipped out anytime soon. It won't be until next week. I'm not going to get a chance to get to my building to hand off the stuff. But I love you guys so much. So I'm just giving away some silver tonight. You know, I love giving away silver. I had a piece of gold, but I didn't have a chance. I looked at my building real quick, but I was running so late. I came home. I ate dinner. I got up here. Oh, you guys don't even understand. You don't understand. When Conky comes on, he can explain it a little bit, I think. I think Conky can explain it. So I don't know, guys. Hopefully that makes everybody happy. So what do you guys think? I hope that made everyone happy there. Everyone gets some silver. I love giving away silver. Love it. Man. Whew. Hope that was fun. I had fun. My head hurts, though. Oh. So like I said, Dolphins, Skylar Doug, Michael, MJ's Luck. You guys all get coins. Kathy, you get the ring. And just send Joe an email. That's all. Free 99, baby. Free 99. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with free 99. And it pays to be a member, ladies and gentlemen. Avery's. Roy and Lisa, awesome people too. YouTube community has a lot of great people out there. And they're also, you know, auctioneers and resellers. And obviously, you know, whoa, I'm spilling stuff. I love reselling. I hope you guys love reselling. Or people that do reselling. Man, I'm spilling everything over here. What did I do with the ring? Oh, there's the ring. Don't lose the ring, Rob. Jeez. Got rings, coins. Woof. So much stuff. It's been yeah, I know. I'm like sweating. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I bought the yesterday. Was it yesterday? The day before. I bought the most expensive unit that I could find. I think I spent, and that was it wasn't super expensive, I guess. It was only $1,520 plus the buyer premium. That brings it over $1,600. So to some people that might not be expensive, but every night there's always some crazy stuff going on. So Tuesday I did this live storage unit auction. Like I said, there's 7 units, and I appreciate everyone that's watching that showed up. By you guys showing up to the auction, even if you didn't buy anything, it's the support of a live storage unit auction, because if only a few people show up, they're going to say, hey, Rob, this ain't working out. We're not, all the units aren't selling for anything. You know, our job's to sell the units. So we're just going to go online. And like I said, the live auction, we all had fun, and we got to go out and eat afterwards. So it was nice. You know, Avery's all in, J&J, Conky, and myself. Whoa. We all got to sit down and have a little lunch. And we got to see all kind of crazy stuff. From some guy trying to go into the highway. We'll talk about that a little bit more, to this guy sat down next to me. He sat down next to me. It was a little crazy. So, but the auction was so much fun. And look at this awesome hat. I know you guys are commenting on it earlier. I mean, you know, styling. And there's only one person that styles that good. But look at this guy's hair.
Now, wait a minute.
You wouldn't even wear a hat, Conky, because you have such great hair.
I don't think they make a hat that can cover my hair.
That's true.
Really?
Now we have a guest tonight. 2 guests. You want to take a guess who the guests are, Conky?
I'm not going to guess because
they are backstage. They did not show up. I was like, man, they probably won't even show up. They're so busy.
I always get it wrong.
Yeah, well, they're so busy making money. I was like, well, they probably won't show up. But you never know. I figured I'd give them an opportunity to come on Auctions Anonymous, because these people are auction buyers and they're resellers. It looks like a cheese hat. What?
That's a pimp hat, man.
Michael said the purple one.
You still have the jacket?
No. They took it back from me. So the people that are coming on tonight gave me this hat, Conky.
You look like a pimp with that jacket on and that hat.
Are they trying to tell me something?
I don't know if I'm trying to make a compliment or an insult, but You look like a pimp anyway.
Well, I guess that's an insult. I don't know. We'll have to ask them if that's an insult or not. So, like I said, these people are serious resellers. I've known them for many, many years. Conky, you've known them for some years, I would say. And always fun time. And you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you know a drum roll or anything, Conky? Can you do anything like that? And without further ado, our mystery guest, it's Conky. No. Ta-da! Katie!
There they are.
Hello.
Hello.
Tim, how are we doing today, everybody?
Now, if you'd have said AJ's people, I'd have known who you were talking about.
That's why I didn't even. I was going to say something about the dog, but I didn't want to mention the dog because I knew it would give it away. Because as soon as I said, "Listen, there's this girl dog that knows how to smell out good storage units," and you would say, "I know exactly what you're talking about."
I'd say, "What a bitch!"
Wow.
What?
Wow. So, see this nice hat? I got this
That's it.
from Christy and Tim. So I'm going to set the scene and then I'm going to have them talk. But there's a lot we got to get to. First of all, I could talk to Storage Auction. Then we want to talk a little bit about their background and all this other stuff. I have some questions for them and all that kind of stuff. But so we had the auction Tuesday. And Tim and Christy came. KT Treasures. Avery's was there. Conky. Jesse. It was a good time. You guys had fun at the auction?
Oh, yeah.
It was good. Good time. And then there was a unit that popped up, and you guys bought the unit.
First one. Wasn't it the first one?
The first one's the best.
Yeah.
And so in the unit, I saw this nice jacket hanging down. And I saw this orange hat, and I said, listen, whoever buys the unit, I want to wear that orange hat and the jacket for the rest of the auction. And guess who bought the unit? KT right here.
Yeah.
So why'd you guys buy the unit?
Honestly, I mean, it's all on me because he didn't even know I was going to bid on it. I don't think we didn't even discuss it. We saw the clothes, which I have the rack set up back here. I got everything in the house this morning and organized and stuff. And I took advantage of the nice weather today and worked outside until it started raining. But now I can start working on it. But I love listing clothes. I am the clothes person. He does everything else, and I do all the clothes and shoes. So yeah, I was cleaning the leather shoes. We found shoes that were made in Italy with the suit coats and everything. I mean, on average, $20 to $50 each. I mean, it's well, we actually some of the suits are made in Italy. They're really nice. So we figure 6 total suits, because there's some that it's a whole suit. So if I sell 6 of those suits, that's my money back because I was in $300, and the rest is profit. And I have at least 30 more items that are going to be higher end in the $40 to $50.
Nice.
So
why do you like selling clothes?
You know what? It's really easy for me. I'm really quick at it. I can sit and do like 10 items in an hour and then bam out the pictures, and I just like doing it. I don't know. Here's the deal though. I do not like women's clothes. You will hardly ever see me.
Interesting.
You will not see me buy a unit. If that had been all women's clothes on the rack, I would have been like, hell no. Huh. Because women's clothes, there's too many brands, there's too many styles, there's too many types. And women are a lot more pickier about how things fit and look. They're more apt to return something on eBay, where a man, they know what they have, and if they find it, they'll buy it, and most of the time they'll keep it.
Right, we're too lazy to return anything.
It's not it's not that you're too lazy, but I mean, it's just a man just knows, and like I said, it's just so much easier. It really, really is so much easier. I do want to say something, Mr. DeWitty. Thank you very much. That means you watched my video tonight, and I appreciate that.
Your video came out tonight?
The new camper people, because we finally put out a video tonight that we bought a bus.
Oh, wow.
We bought a bus. We bought a bus back in January. For those that know us, we've been traveling up and down the East Coast for years. We put over 175,000 miles on our truck in the last 4 years. 4 years. Well, we'll say 150 because when we bought it, it had 22,000. Wow. We just replaced the engine. We put over between $10,000 and $15,000 into that truck since the 1st of January in a matter of 2 months. And we bought this 20-passenger bus, and we're converting it here in the month of May. Thank you. We'll be hooking up our trailer, and we'll be traveling to buy storage units to travel, experience things, see things, instead of paying for hotels. For instance, next weekend, we're going to New York, and we're going to be staying in a hotel. Well, with the nice weather, I'd rather go to a campground and experience the outdoors, and have a campfire, stay a couple extra days, enjoy the scenery, plus buy a storage unit.
So will you take Noreen and Conky with you?
Sure, we'll take Noreen and Conky with us.
How you doing, Noreen?
Get on the bus.
We get on
the bus. Yeah. Just imagine I'm the bus driver. Open the door.
I'll tell you what. When the bus is done, I promise you, Rob, we're gonna bring it to your auction. In fact, we'll just make sure when it's completely done, like the outside is painted and looks awesome, we'll make sure we come to your auction first so you can see it.
I can't wait to check it out.
It's gonna take us a good year to really make it look how we envision. But right now, it needs to have a bed, a way to cook, and a way to go to the bathroom. So we're going to get that done. It's not going to be pretty for the first summer. I'll make it look as pretty as I can by putting up curtains so when we're camping, people can't see in there, to block out sunlight and everything. But we have to have the basics in it in order to register it as an RV and to get insurance on it. Because right now, if we put insurance on it, it would be what, like $1 million policy?
We gotta have $1 million rider on it for each seat that can be in the bus. And it's a 20-passenger bus. Wow. So we need $20 million rider on our insurance policy.
Oh, wow.
Because right now it's a bus, even though it's empty and there's no seats.
What's up, Andy?
Hey, Andy. Well, I heard you guys were coming on tonight, so I want to come down and say hi.
Hi, Noreen.
I know I kind of missed everybody on Tuesday, but I had other things I had to do, so I couldn't come along.
That happens.
Yes, it does.
We all understand that. I almost missed it.
Yeah, he was a little on time.
Yeah, I wasn't late. I can't be late. I'm the auctioneer. An auctioneer can't be late, you know.
Very true.
And Kirsty's like, "Oh, you're late for the auction." I said, "Listen, it's not even 11:15 yet. The auction starts at 11:15. If it was 11:16, then I could be late. I'm still making it. I'm like Saved by the Bell.
I'm very used to you being there, though. You're usually there before everyone else.
So you want to know why I was late?
It was your wife's birthday.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, my wife's birthday. So I had to go buy balloons, cake. I had to go buy a card. I had to do all that kind of stuff. Ice cream.
I thought she was invisible.
Oh, yeah, but she still eats.
Oh, even if she's invisible? Yeah. That's
she has birthdays and she's not. She's invisible. She ain't dead. Jeez. Man.
Oh, my.
You got to get the hang of this invisible thing for
yeah.
Hey,
my son, he's going to Washington, D.C. with me. And the problem with the invisible sun is sometimes you just lose sight of him.
They run off and
Ding!
You know what I'm saying? So I got to ask Tim a real quick question. What do you like to sell on eBay, Tim? She likes to sell clothes. What do you prefer selling? I know you sell all kind of stuff that you probably don't want to sell sometimes, but what do you like to sell?
Boy Scout items.
Boy Scout stuff.
Yep. I know that because I've sold it for years on eBay. Buy collections, break them up, sell them.
And piece it out.
Yep.
I know you like Hot Wheels, so we already know that. That's like,
oh yeah.
we
wasn't
sell anything and everything. But we joined a group. We're in a Patreon group, Tech and Sports. And you know, we've been in this group. At first it was Chris from Daily Refinement. They were together. Then they split up, and Tech has had the group a little over a year now. And being in that group, we learned a lot on just expanding our business as far as like eBay goes, and in other ways also. But we really look at things. We try not to list anything that is going to be listed for less than $20. Now, there are exceptions to that. We just bought a unit a couple of weeks ago, and we literally got hundreds of brand new purses.
oh,
Well,
wow.
some of these purses I'm listing under $20 because they're small. You know, they're all different sizes, colors, types. They're basically fashion purses, but because I have hundreds of them, I'm getting them up. And, you know, as time goes by, we run sales. You know, at 2 weeks, we do like a percentage off. At a month, we do a percentage off. At 3 months, at 6 months. At 6 months, we do 50% off, because if it's not moving, get it out so we can put something else in.
That's smart. You got to turn inventory. That's the thing that a lot of people failed to do in this business. And if you came to my building, you'd probably look and say, "Oh, Rob doesn't move inventory."
Rob's not turning inventory.
Rob, somebody's going to come into your building someday when you're gone, and they're going to find the most amazing things in the world. I just know it. I know there are things buried in there that I would die to lay my eyes on right now. You know?
There's places in the building I know I haven't been to for years.
Yeah.
In years. Like there's the one storeroom, and that door's been closed for a year. The only time they've opened it is that they're right in the front is the pallet jack. So like if we need the pallet jack for something, that's the only time it's been open in probably like the last 4 or 5 years. Because there's a table in front of the door now that they use for the auction. So, oh man. So I gotta ask you guys this. What was the best storage unit you ever bought? I know Conky and Oreen's best storage unit. And so I want to know, what's your best storage unit you ever bought? I know it's a thinker because you bought some good ones.
Yeah. The first one that came to my mind was really the first one we bought. It was full of garbage bags. It was $10. We were just getting into it. It was garbage. It filled up a 4x8 trailer of garbage. It was garbage, but it had come from a carnival. And there were little bags of change everywhere. Just change everywhere. It was incredible. Everything we went through. We came home. We rolled the change. It was $534 in change we rolled. And there was a wire and a tank. And we sold those items, and we made over $1,000 on our first unit that we paid $10 for. Who the hell does that?
That's why you're sitting here right now.
Yeah. And then the second one, probably this one that's a fun story because it was our first one. We only paid $10. But I think my favorite one that comes to mind right away is what we call our prepper unit. It was right in Austin town, and we paid about $500 for it. But this lady, she had gotten some sort of settlement or money from a passing or something. I don't really quite remember, but anyhow, she was buying everything new to have an apartment and have everything new. And we bought this unit and everything was new. We make money on it every week. It's just, we've made thousands of dollars on it. Everything was new. The new clothes and shoes that I got for myself, I don't buy clothes. I don't buy shoes. Everything comes out of storage units. And I'm proud of that because you know what? That $500 storage unit, it put a pair of $100 and some Doc Martens on my feet that I love. I've got Nike Gore-Tex hiking boots, shoes that I love. I got piles of tank tops and underwear and clothes. And then we've really been talking about being prepared if anything bad ever happens in the world or you just lose electric. You never know. Things could go, you could lose electric for a week to a month. And we literally have years worth of prepper food and items from this unit that we wouldn't have to worry. And we kept it. We got these great big solar panels.
I mean, thousands of dollars worth prepper stuff alone.
Just the prepper stuff was thousands of dollars when we, because we had been looking up the cases of food and, there was like 4 of them. And that right there is $1,000 easy. So that would be, what about you? What would be one of yours?
I like the Arizona unit.
Oh,
Arizona.
Yeah, we went to North Carolina.
North Carolina.
We went down to North Carolina for a live auction, and they put the people's names in there where they live on the listing. And we knew the one person was from Arizona, so we said we're going to buy that unit. We didn't really care what was in it. We were just going to buy it. Well, when they opened the door, it was like, wow, there's all kinds of totes in here. This is cool, And we ended up buying that unit.
$95.
Yeah, for $95. And open up the first couple of totes, and there's two motorcycle jackets.
Oh man.
There's your money back right there.
That was cool. But we found a lot of crystals in there. And then we found out the lady was a film writer from Arizona.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool. We actually found some scripts in there and different things like that. It was actually pretty neat.
Yeah. The amount of gemstones and fancy stones that we found. We actually had people reach out to us and they were like, I want to buy that, but I kept it all.
That's the great thing about our job is sometimes you find stuff and it's like, you would never buy this stuff because it would cost so much money to buy all this stuff. And it's like, well, I just
gemstones like this.
Oh,
I would never buy those because in the store, I mean, we went to Las Vegas and I got little pieces of stone about the size of my hand and I paid $40 for those. I'm never going to buy something bigger than my head.
Yeah, that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when we've all done it. I know Conky Noreen's done it. And, we find all kind of great stuff in the unit. And the great thing about our job, like I tell my wife, if you need something, please just call me before you buy it. Please. The other day, our vacuum's no good anymore. Okay. I brought a new vacuum home. Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's just stupid things like that, to go to the store and go buy a vacuum. I don't even want to know how much a vacuum costs in the store nowadays.
Okay. So do you guys have the attitude? And I would ask Conky and Noreen this too. I know you don't buy as many units as us, but I've gotten so bad over the years that I'm like, I'm not buying it because I'm going to find it in a storage unit and I'll do without it. It's not, do you guys do that?
All the time. For
certain things, yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned vacuum cleaners. I just spent quite a bit of money on a vacuum cleaner, but, I wanted one that had the HEPA filter in it and all that and didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Should just call me, Conky.
No.
Did you see yesterday's video, Conky? Commercial vacuum. It's a like brand new. It's like a $600 vacuum, and I think Joe's going to put it on eBay for 300, 350
Huh.
bucks. But as the special filters and all stuff, it's for like a commercial vacuum.
Yeah. Well,
That
that's
thing
what I got.
It has a dual motor.
I
I
think
never
ours
seen a
does
vacuum
too.
with a dual motor. So It's
We've talked about things, and then we'll go buy a storage unit, and it'll be in it, and we won't even know it's there when
It's
you
not
buy it.
there
You know?
when you buy,
Right.
when you buy it, you don't see it. But it's so funny. I mean, we wanted a kayak, and he won one, and then we bought a unit that had one in it. And there's been so many things that we've needed in our life in the last 5 to 8 years. And it's so true. We'll be like, we really need this, and we find it.
no,
It's the weirdest thing.
I agree 100% because my guys will be like, "Oh, Rob, I need this or that," and then I'll buy a unit, and boom, there will be. And I always go back. I've said this in the last 15 years so many times. Why don't you guys ask for gold coins?
I need some gold coins.
I mean,
gold
really?
coins.
Yeah.
Is it that hard to ask for some gold coins? No. Wow. I need a new TV. Oh, Rob, I need a couch. Or Rob, I need a refrigerator. Or I need a stove. Or I need blah, blah, blah. No, never gold coins. I could go find a bunch of gold coins. That'd be nice.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So now you guys are probably going to find the gold coins now. So
Somebody's
I just
gotta
put
do
it. Boom, there we go. They'll be like, thanks, Rob. We just
Yeah.
found a whole thing of gold coins.
That's the one thing we've never really found is a coin collection. We're
Not
not
like that.
we're not big buyers like a lot of other storage unit buyers for years. And I saw it when I would go to the auctions, and you would be there, and other people would be there, and it would be said that it was a KT unit. We weren't willing to spend over $100 for a long time. And you know what? Every time I bought a unit, I never lost. I really didn't. I might be the one buying that unit that looks like crap, but I always make money. I don't lose,
That's the whole idea.
And that's, in this business, it's great because you get to buy a storage unit, and there's a lot of people out there buy lottery tickets and they go to the casino, all this other stuff. I can't even go to do any of those, and you guys might do that. It's all good. I'd rather buy a storage unit any day of the week. I'd rather take my money than go buy any lottery ticket, go to any craps table or blackjack table or slot machine or anything like that. I don't care. A slot machine says you can win $1 million. I don't care what that's like. I'd rather put my money in a storage unit, and at least I know I got something.
I've had that thought too. I've been in the convenience stores and people are putting, $50, $60 down on scratch offs. It's like you could take that, go to an auction, maybe get a unit for $50, and you might be able to triple it or quadruple it or whatever.
Yeah, but people who spend $50 on lottery tickets are looking to. They want to make millions.
They want
to turn that $50 into $50 million. And
it's good to turn $50 into $500.
Yeah,
my cousin, he buys them all the time, and he'll tell me, "Oh, I won $500 this week." I said, "Well, how much did you spend this week, cuz?" He said, "Oh, maybe about $500." So sometimes he'll go up, he'll win big, and then, but in the end, I think he's always down. You know what I'm saying?
You usually are. I mean,
well, that's the way it works.
It's the whole idea. Casinos aren't around to give it away. They're there to make it, and they do.
Michael Rosanna, I agree with your comment right there. Coincidence is God working anonymously. I agree totally.
Yeah. I have to agree with that because there's been many times where he pulled through. You know what I'm saying? Like I needed something and it just happened, and like you said, sometimes you buy these units and it's just like you didn't see it and boom, it's there. And it's just like, wow, I needed that.
Do you ever look at your life, guys, too, with buying storage units? And I look at a lot of things that I do have, and I feel very blessed because I know darn well that I wouldn't go out and buy that. Like right now, I'm thinking about this Pampered Chef blender that was and I still have it. It'll make soup, it'll blend, it does all this fancy crap. I just use it as a blender. but it was like a $280 piece that we bought in this unit. It was called we name all our units too. Like that was the Steelers unit. But I would never go buy that for myself. I just have never been like that. Raising 3 kids, I couponed, and I had the couponing room where at the most I paid 25 cents for a box of cereal, and my kids had 100 boxes to pick from.
They bring the couponing thing now, though. You can't even do it anymore. You
can, but it's a lot harder. It's not the way it was back in my day. I mean, I could go in with a stack of coupons and clean out.
Well, the best is like when they would do double coupons and stuff like that. And
yeah. Yep.
So we have someone else jumped in real quick. I guess we're gonna have to say hi to this guy. You want to say hi to this guy or no?
What guy?
This guy.
No, kick him out.
No, he's got to go.
Man, well, that was easy enough. So who else wants to jump on?
No, but
all right.
I see how it is.
Now, Roy.
Hi, Roy.
Have you known KT Treasures?
Yes, I do. I just saw them and met them for the first time Tuesday.
Nice. They're very nice people. I told you that.
Tuesday, like 4 years ago.
So how did you guys meet? Because I know you guys have been on a few adventures together, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lisa and Roy, you guys gone out with Christy and Tim a few times?
Oh yeah.
You went and seen Jeebus together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the first time we all got to meet him, it was KT, us, and Hudson.
Yep.
Yeah, that was what, 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, we'll get
3 years ago.
To Jeebus too. I guess he broke some ribs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? And that's funny that you brought that up, Noreen, because there's been a lot of storage auction people having surgeries and different things. Like Storage Stalker just had something with the gallbladder or something. He just had surgery, and Jeebus did that. And I know he had a knee replacement 7 weeks ago, and Guapo had a knee surgery, and J&J Jenna just had a shoulder surgery. I can't believe how many storage people are having surgeries or something going on. Y'all better knock on wood that it ain't gonna happen to you.
It's injuries involved with storage units. Like Rob, do you want to tell them what I did today?
So Conky,
Want to say what's up real quick to J&J, Jane, Gail, Mr. DeWitty, Eddie, and Vandy. But go ahead, sorry.
I missed meeting Mr. DeWitty's dog on Tuesday, and I'm sad about it.
Oh my gosh, that dog is
cute.
So cute.
Oh yeah.
I saw pictures.
I don't know if it's as cute as AJ, but it's cute.
And Mr. DeWitty said his knee soon.
His knee soon. Wow.
Yeah, he's gonna knee.
You can
and
show
then
the dog if you want.
Hold on. Don't mess this up, Rob.
Don't forget, I want to hear what Conky did today.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, you just want to snuggle? Oh,
look at how cute that little puppy is.
He's a snuggly puppy. She is.
She is, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So,
Mr. DeWitty's having some work on his knee, so hey.
I was gonna I bought the storage unit, and it was north of Columbus, Gahanna, right north of Columbus. Okay, and I was like, I'm just gonna get a truck, one-way truck, because it's a 10x30. I'll get a 26-foot box truck. I'll make it easy, one-way truck. I said, man, I'll have 2 of my guys go down there with me, and then you know what? I forgot. We had an auction that ended yesterday. We had auction pickup today. So then I'm like, I can't have these guys go down with me. We got auction pickup. So I'm kind of in a little bind. So I call my buddy Conky. I said, hey, Conky, how dumb and stupid are you? You got me at a good time. I think I just about to go to bed. I was about to fall asleep, so I'm a little bit half out of it. So what do you want? And I said, hey, you don't mind driving me to Columbus, do you? I got nothing better to do with 4 hours of my time. So Conky drove me down to Columbus, and then I got the truck and we went over to the storage unit and I was like, hey, Conk, you want to film? He's like, hey, why not? And I put
I'm already here, right?
I was like, maybe I can get Conky to help me load. You know what I'm saying? So then I give Conky the thing and I put my camera in there and then he's holding it and I forgot the one rubber piece fell off the top of it and the camera slips. Conky, cat-like reflexes, ninja. He was like, what the? Catches the phone. But in the meantime of catching the phone, hurts his back.
Oh no!
Still
I
hurt.
your phone around. I can't move. I'm in pain. I'm about to cry.
I'm leaning against the fence.
He's leaning against the fence. His eyes are watering. Sharp pain shooting in his shoulder. But my phone did not fall.
Not a scratch on your phone.
So then Conky's like, yeah, I'll film. And Conky's like this. And I was like, hey, let's just take a break real quick, Conky. We don't need to film yet. Why don't you just stretch out a little bit? And, give me 10 minutes to he was like, got it back together. But he was still in pain. But then he ended up filming the unit for me. And then I'll go. And I go, Conky, you can go. I'm good. I appreciate it. He goes, you're going to load this whole 10 by 30 by yourself?
I felt bad leaving you there, but I was in such pain. I just had to get in the car and come home.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah, he came home and I gave him some Tylenol. We got the ice pack on it. And he just kind of sat there and just. So,
Rob, I got to ask you, was the camera filming when that happened or was it not?
I don't know. So we're gonna have to find out. I think
if it was, you got to somehow leave that in there.
I will.
I mean, just the tossing it. Everybody else gets sick while they're watching it. But just the
I'm hoping it's filming at that time.
That's funny.
Gosh. I just want to see you catch it, Conky. So it was an eventful day, and so I had to load the storage unit up, and then the best part when it started downpouring. Don't you guys love it when it downpours when you're loading a storage unit?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh man. And
funny enough, I saw a trailer recently. I don't even know if it's still for sale. I think it was Facebook Marketplace. They had an awning that stretches out. Like that would be great for those scenarios. You know what I mean?
Well, the best part about the storage units is that the roof is sloped down, right? So the water comes like right off the roof, right in front of the storage unit door, the heaviest part of the water. So I'm going in and out, and water's dripping down the back of my neck. My head's getting soaked. I found a Cleveland Indians hat on the ground in the storage unit. I just put it on. I was like, I don't even care. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just putting it on my head because at this point, anything to protect my head. Because I was going to grab my sweatshirt, but I figured if I get completely soaked, I could take my shirt off and just put my sweatshirt on. So I didn't want to get both of them soaked.
Was it worth it? Was the unit good? Was it worth it?
I spent $1,530. It was definitely. What do you think, Conky?
It's a pretty good unit. I mean, there was a lot of comics in there.
Yeah, a lot. I'd say maybe 80, 90 boxes.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least over 80. Easily over 80. There's no doubt. I counted over 80, and I was counting, and I know I missed them. So, and then there's there's other stuff in there too. There's some surprises, like this thing right here. Let's see.
Oh, you still got that in your pocket?
Oh, hold on. I got full screen, Jeez, oh, Pete.
The clean oil filter.
Oh.
Hastings.
Nice.
Let's see if I can do it. Oh!
That's one dent.
Yes, you can.
It's not a Zippo. That's the problem. Oh.
Yeah, Zippo, you'd be able to.
It's a Park. Park's good. Now there's no Zippo though. Now, if this was a Zippo, it's probably about $50 to $100 Zippo. But a Park, it's probably $25-$30. It's an advertised one. Yeah. But always love the unexpected finds, and you guys know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So KT, did you find any unexpected finds in the clothes unit? Was there anything besides clothing in there that was unexpected?
Like a pew in the dryer or something,
Clothes, shoes, and hats.
Clothes, shoes, and hats, which I'm kind of anxious to do the few hats that we did get because I've never seen hats that have like that special name in them and stuff. You just can, you know how now that one there's no quality to that.
What? Did you not see the name in the back?
What is it?
It says Giorgio Armani. No, it says Giorgio Brutini.
Okay, but some of the hats had some interest. I'm looking forward to looking them up and stuff. But I got the shoes all clean so I can list them tomorrow. And like I said, the clothes, I brought a rack right in, and we had put everything in totes. We literally processed the unit right there so that when we got home, we could just get it hung back up and processed and listed and stuff. Craziest find. Ooh.
Yeah, KT.
So are we talking like weird find or like highest?
I don't know. Whatever you decide. Whatever you decide is your craziest.
Okay.
How it's subjective, obviously. We cannot. They don't. We don't know what your craziest find is. I can tell you what I think my craziest find is, but
Well, there we go. Let's go.
you want me to start it?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or should we have the KT start? First time on newbies.
You guys
All right, I'll go.
go ahead.
Now,
Okay.
the craziest find was we bought this unit that Rob was the auctioneer,
Yes.
and we rented this unit for a month. Listen, Rob's trying to sell this unit.
I know what
Nobody.
unit you're
I
talking about.
felt bad for the dude. Okay.
Thank you.
This was
Come on, give me $2, anybody.
this was, I'm not kidding. Like I literally, and then when he said you could rent it for a month, I was like, freaking light bulb. I'm like, Tim, let's rent it for a month. I'm like, at $1, $5. I don't remember what we paid, but it was a 10 by 30, I think. And we rented it for a month. Of course, we waited till the last damn week to clean it out. But anyhow, and it was just thrown in there and piled. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, you know,
How big of a unit was it?
it was a 10 by 30. It was one of those upstairs, and it was upstairs where you had to load everything on the cart,
Yeah.
take it down, and then load it in your trailer. What a pain in the butt. Don't do that, especially on a big unit. But I would say the craziest thing was it was the very back left-hand corner dryer. You didn't even know it was in there because it was buried. And I had stopped recording.
Mhm.
And Tim's like, you need to record again. Come here. And so he brings out this damn wrench. And I'm like, why am I recording this? And then he brings out.
Thank you, Jane.
What did you bring out?
A sawed-off shotgun,
A sawed-off shotgun.
Oh.
Holy.
and it was loaded. It had
Holy
5
loaded.
rounds in it. I
Oh,
couldn't
my
believe
gosh.
it. I
In
would
the
never look
dryer.
in the dryer.
In the dryer. Like who?
What'd
I
you do
mean-
with the shotgun?
It's
You shot the dryer with it.
it's
Up
Yeah, I would have.
it's protection.
there. Nice. So what we learned from an auction school from the ATF is just because it's sawed off does not make it illegal.
Really.
You just have to measure it. The length is what makes it illegal in that. So there's a lot of sawed-off shotguns that I think 19 inches is legal and 18 inches illegal. But you got to know the exact measurement part. Like it's like from the barrel to a part of the gun. So
Yeah.
it might not even be illegal. I thought they were all illegal if you sawed them off, but it's not the case. So I
Wow.
learned something from ATF.
You
Thank
know,
you, Auctioneer. Continuing, Ed.
we talked about that prepper unit as one of our best units. And that was one of the last things we found in there. We were informed by the lady there, nicest lady. She always works with us. She's really great. But she was like, I was told the family has been looking for a handgun. And it was the last thing, one of the last things that Tim found. We had worked our way through this unit because it went back and it turned right. So we went back, we turned right, we came forward, and then we were coming forward a little bit more. And it was one of the last things Tim found. And it was actually a gun that I was going to buy him
Oh,
For
that's
his
even
work.
better.
for his birthday or for
Nice.
Father's Day this year, and he found the freaking gun he wanted. And so
No need to buy it.
We
I
gotta buy
don't
it
need
now.
to buy it now.
Just asking, you'll find, you know.
Jane
Yeah.
wants to know. I don't know if you guys have a live auctions, or do you want to tell anybody? You want to highlight anything? How do you guys do Whatnot or anything, or is just everything through eBay?
We do what we do.
You do.
We do Whatnot normally every Monday at 6:30. I've been bad the last 2 weeks. You know, I think Tim will back me up on what I'm just about to say, but he's finally back to helping. It's been a very long 6 weeks for me, and I've literally been doing everything. And of course, this time of year, you know, this morning I put out 12 bags of mulch, and I dug up a flower bed, and everything is on me, housework, business, everything. And then of course in the beginning I have to take care of him. And this is the second time in a year, a little over a year, that I've had to truly take care of everything, the business, the home, Tim. So the last 2 weeks I've been it's been tough, but I think we're going to get back to it now because Tim is finally starting. He can't lift anything. So, you know, when we clean out units and everything, it's still on me. We can do some together lifting. But yeah, Mondays at 6:30, we sell on Whatnot. And then we have things on eBay. We put stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And we usually do flea markets, but flea markets are out for us this year for sure. We will do a couple of $1 yard sales. But yeah, that's what how we're doing it and what we're doing. Everywhere you will find us as KT Treasures. It might say KT Treasures 18. It might say KT Treasures and more. Most of the social media and other places, you'll see our faces. That's what we have. And I do kind of challenge everybody here to check out my YouTube channel because I officially have decided in the month of May, I am trying to do every day in May. Roy and I challenged each other about 2-3 years ago, and we did every day in May. And I've decided to do that again this year. So I'll be putting out a video every day in May.
Awesome.
I'm going to say real quick, if I can, just, you know, for anyone watching, like, you know, cut us some slack though, if that happens. Because when we did that, I had one day I missed and somebody jumped on the bandwagon real quick. Like, thought it was every day in May. And like, people don't realize how much it takes to actually put these videos out. So
no, it's so easy. Anyone can do it.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, somebody was just sitting there waiting. I got what is it? 30 days in May, 31.
Yeah.
And I missed one day, and the one day I missed, of course, it wasn't even 10 minutes by the day ending. And I wake up in the morning and somebody, as soon as midnight struck, you know, you missed a day. Like, so, you know, I mean, we want to share our content, you know, we want to share with you what we do, what we find. But, you know, it's really, you know, we're just sharing with you. So if something happens and you don't make it, you know, I mean, don't be the first one to, you know, hit the head, the nail on the head and say, you know, hey, I caught you. You didn't do every day in May. You know, it's a lot to do it.
It really is
work.
There's a couple of comments here. Vandy Treasures, thank you, and I know you will. Vandy Treasures, they're auction buyers, resellers. They are coming here again this weekend. They help us tremendously, especially with Tim being down. They've been here and they help us out a lot. So thank you. And Jane Lorne, what do you do in your spare time? Tim and I really don't take spare time.
Work in your yard.
You know, and to me, my yard is part of my business because when people pull in my driveway to buy something or to come to my yard sale, I mean, I don't want my yard looking like crap. I want it to look nice. That's all part of my business. And I'll tell you what, I can write some of that stuff off on my taxes because I am making, but no, it's not a joke though. What we do is not a joke. And I think that all these people here will tell you, like I was up at 3 a.m. today. And I got this unit processed that we bought off of Rob the other day. Well, it was already processed. I just got it in here so that I can be listing it. I was cleaning shoes. And then I went out and started laying mulch. And then I did a flower bed and came in, took a shower, and I took a nap. Not going to lie.
Awesome.
The last 6 weeks have been really tough on me, and it's getting tougher because of the outside stuff I have to do. So when I get up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, halfway through the day, I put in 8 hours. Why shouldn't I take a nap? No more than an hour, though. If you take more than an hour, it wipes me out.
I take naps every night.
I lay down for a few minutes every night, and then
yeah, he does, guys. He does. He says, "I'm gonna lay down for a few minutes."
Yep.
That's exactly what it feels like. It doesn't it? You just lay down and say, "Oh, you're up."
I fell asleep watching our sale close and woke up about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I was working till 3:30 in the morning trying to get invoices out and emails out, letting people know, the sale closed. And took another nap for a couple hours, and then I'm up, getting all the shipping organized and stuff printed out. So all that is not, we had 100 invoices out of 515 lots and almost 40 things shipping out of 100. So we hit almost 40% shipping out of that sale, and I rushed home because we were doing shipping. I think I started shipping finally. I got everything lined up, all the transactions ran and whatever. And then we started shipping at about 3:30, and I think I was shipping till about 8 o'clock, and that's when I stopped to come over here. So I was doing shipping. We got about 25 packages together for tomorrow, and I already got the text, be back over here by 8:30, because we have our pickup. So yeah, there's no stopping. Lisa knows, I'll be like, I need to go home, and I need a change of scenery. Right. I'll come home and I'll work on videos. So what do I do after I'm done with my whole day of working? Usually about 10, 11 o'clock, I get started on the video. And now I'm to the point, I'll set my alarm for 2 hours. So I'll put 2 hours in on a video when I do work on it. But the last 2 videos we dropped, and this is how I know everyone here can attest to this. Videos are intense. It's not just, I recorded something and here it's going to be up tomorrow. For me, especially, I moved to my computer. I got to sit down and I got to be in a certain mind frame and environment. It took me to push the 2 videos I did 6 hours doing the first cut on both videos. And it was a 2-part video. I did the second video, the first video, in another 5 hours. So that's 11 hours in. And then I spent, because I said I'd have the second part up Saturday and it didn't get up, I spent Sunday from 9:30 in the morning till 6:30 at night getting part 2 set and releasing that about 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's how many hours I put in just on 2 videos over the weekend. I had one up Friday and then the other one up Sunday.
Editing takes time. And you guys in KT's putting out a video every day in May.
Yeah,
I do things a lot like Jeremy. I do everything from my phone. The only thing I do on my computer is I do some back end stuff on YouTube Studio. I literally record and make my videos right on my phone. I don't use a computer, laptop, anything. I do it all from my phone. It works.
It works. It hurts my eyes sometimes, I think, maybe, but
yeah, I get tired. My eyes get tired. They really, really do. Tim does 99% of the driving, so I think that's kind of become part of our business and our system, that he does so much driving that, for instance, we went to Tennessee over Easter weekend, and literally the whole 12-hour trip home, I worked on videos.
Yeah, it's nice when someone else can drive and you can work on the videos. Because like when I went to Michigan last week, last Friday was it? And I think it was like 3 hours something there, 3 hours something back. But I had to drive the truck back, so I had 3 hours something going there to work on videos. And anytime you have that free moment to work on videos, like yesterday, I'm over there cataloging, photoing this house, and then I'm like, take a break. I'll work on video for an hour, and then go back to cataloging a photo, and then go back and work on video for an hour. But then sometimes, you get in that zone. You know what I'm talking about, the editing zone. And it's just like, you might edit for 3 hours, something, 4 hours straight. It's like, and it's just like you're in that zone. You just keep editing it. Don't bother you or whatever. And oh my gosh, it's just so much time. And you guys know, everyone here knows, Conky knows, Noreen knows. It's just it's a process. And if it was easy, everyone would be doing YouTube.
Yep.
Yep.
I used to do phone. I had 2 apps crash on me, and then I ended up moving to the computer. And ever since then, I just never moved back. So, I think the phone's good.
You're more of a techie guy, though, Roy. You really are. Like, I think it's all in how you start out and how you learn.
Well, like I said, after the apps crashed, it's like I got comfortable on the computer, and it was like, why go back and deal with it again?
Yeah.
And every now and then it does it. Like I have an app, Fonto, that I put letters on my thumbnails, and that crashed. So if you go look at any of the recent videos, you'll see, like, I try to keep it so it looks very uniform. And then if you go and you look at, let's say the last 5 videos, one of them, the font's off, and it's because the app crashed. And so I had to get the thumbnail done, but you'll notice the font's different. But
yeah,
that was the thing. I was like, I can't believe Roy would put out a different font.
right. I'm sure.
I'm like, that's sure. Roy. That's it. I'm unsubscribing. Thumbs down. That font sucks. That's all I could tell you, Roy. I was like, that was the worst font I've ever seen.
Oh, man.
Where's the font at? The font. So, Conky, Noreen, what was the craziest stuff you found in the unit?
Well, my favorite unit is the Vince unit. Mm-hmm. And the craziest thing I found in there was some dolls that blow up that were really surprised to see me.
I've often felt
there's so much there, but
I often feel like at this time that these leases these people fill out when they're renting a unit, there should be like down at the bottom before they sign in block letters, please be warned that if you do not pay up on your lease, this unit will go up for auction, and people are going to see stuff maybe you don't want them to see that could possibly end up on a YouTube video. Yeah. So please keep that in mind when you store things in these units, something like that. So they're forewarned, because there's stuff in there, very embarrassing stuff. People,
Well, I think we've all found our share, maybe some pictures and personal massage items and
personal devices that take batteries.
A lot of those too.
Yeah, so I think the items on, and I've seen a lot of stuff. Oh man,
I think the mummified rats we found at one time was probably pretty weird.
So in case you if there's anybody in the chat that doesn't know this, I've separated my
your restoration,
sort of the 2 interests I have: restoration and the auction stuff. I've I won't say re-released. I've made public all the videos I did of storage units that I kind of hid when I started doing the restorations. Now the restorations are going on one channel, and the other stuff is going to stay on my main channel. Mm-hmm. So I said that because Jane Laura says I've got to go back and watch the Vince unit. That's the first unit I ever filmed for YouTube. So
nice.
Mr. Woodward is
the craziest find in the unit yet. Who answered?
Oh, that was the craziest thing Jeremy ever found in the unit.
Oh, the Rosie's bush. Yeah, I was there for that.
You were there for that. Yeah. That was kind of okay.
That was weird.
Yeah. So the mummified rats was for me the weirdest thing we ever found. Oh my God, those poor things got in there.
I would rather find dolls that are surprised to see me
Them
than
mummified
the
rats.
mummified
I'm sure you would, Conky. We don't want to know about that, Conky. Too much information there.
Ugh.
What's your Jane said? What's the restoration name?
Oh, it's
channel
just
there.
Conky's Restorations. It's
Conky's
Yeah.
Restorations, like on the keychains that we've been
Yeah.
doing here. No.
right now the only thing on there is I didn't restore this. I just took this and cleaned
Oh,
it
sorry,
up.
Conky. I was going to show them.
Oh yes,
Yeah, there we go.
Conky's
Conky Restoration
Restorations.
keychain.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Cool. That's cool.
And you didn't bring one for all of us on Tuesday?
I should have. I forgot.
We'll have to remember. Remember, we should next time.
Yeah, I'll bring
I
one
could
of
have
each.
got a keychain and an air freshener.
Yeah.
You made me run to go pick something up for you, and you couldn't even bring us a keychain.
Rob or Roy.
Bob. See, you don't even know who I
It's
am.
been a long day. It's been a long day. Okay.
Oh, Roy's. I've called him Rob a few times too, because you got Rob, you got Roy, you got Rob, you got Roy.
Jim.
Jim.
It's been a long day.
And he's got a buddy named Rod, and he's got another buddy named Robbie, and every now and then it's like, okay, stop.
I forget what I was going to say.
I thought last time we were on the phone, you were talking to your buddy Rod, and then you said no, it was Rob. Oh, okay.
It was me.
Who else would I take down to Columbus to get a storage unit?
I don't know. I just heard you talking. What time did
Who
you?
else would con him into doing that? And then I heard Conky gets hurt filming. I was like, don't.
Roy, I appreciate you going to get that truck from her. I'll make it up to you. Trust me.
It was great.
Oh, and I am still trying to buy the one on your auction. So I saw you sent me that link.
So did Conky leave before or after you started loading the truck? I'm just kind of curious.
It's after. I mean, I helped load a little bit,
Okay.
but
Two or
it's like
three.
Rob would put a box of comics. It's a 20. It was a 26-foot truck. So he'd put a box of comics in, and then he'd shove them and give them a slide along the floor as long as he could, and they get to about where the wheels were, and I would like push him with my foot to the front of the truck because I couldn't.
He was moving stuff with his foot, and I'm like, this is Conky. He's all in pain. He's like, oh. Oh, it was bad.
I didn't want to be completely worthless
And then
today, but I was.
then you had the 2-hour drive back,
Yeah.
huh? Oh yeah, yeah. Because when I was actually going to the mailbox, he pulled in, and he had a look on his face like,
Yeah.
I go, what's
I can only
going on?
imagine. I
Oh,
can't get out the car. Just leave me alone for a minute.
I didn't say
oh, like
nothing
about
about
Roy. Oh, there you go. Good one.
That's a
Oh.
classic drink. Oh man,
Oh.
little Rob Wart. So everyone say what their crazy thing was. That I have to go yet or no? Did I miss anybody?
Avery's didn't, did they?
No, I don't think you did, Roy.
I don't really have anything crazy. I mean, fortunately for us, I mean, I could say the bad stuff. I can say that. Like, I'll give you a crazy one because this.
All right,
this
I knew he had
crazy.
one in him.
There has to be
All right.
one there somewhere, Roy.
Because everybody that I've ever talked to is like, oh, I've never seen this. But here's a crazy one for you. It was Public Storage. They had just come off doing their online, and it's like this is the worst, one of the worst units ever. But it's like it was an awesome unit, though. That's the crazy part. And fortunately, you know, me being very observant to certain things, you know, we're going through this unit, and I got a small clip of it too. We're going through this unit. Everything looks awesome. Like, you know, there's, I think, crossbows in it. We ended up finding all kind of brand new Radio Shack stuff in the package, you know, and there's no more Radio Shack really around. So, I mean, like, we found a lot of stuff. And actually, Rob, you might remember this. It was Public Storage, and we outbid you on it. It was like a 10 by 20. This was about 3 years ago.
Was that the one with the trailer in it?
No.
No, that wasn't that one.
Because they weren't bidding on that one. They were waiting for the one that came, one that
Okay.
came before that. The trailer came after that. This was like, and that was still over the phone. So this was a couple months later. It was the first live one. We were at Parma Public Storage, and it was like a 10 by 20. And you know, the Parma Public Storage, the roof goes up, you know, because they have the, you know, kind of like a house roof in the middle. It goes up, and so you have all the extra space. So it's a 10 by 20, but then as you get to the back, you're going towards the top of the roof because it's inclined. We find out by the time we get across, as we're recording, we go the first pass across, bed bugs. And I mean, this was like for $160, right? And we beat out Rob on top of it. Like, I don't even know why Rob quit. I really don't. Besides the fact
I don't
maybe
want
it's
bed bugs, obviously.
right,
Bed bugs.
right.
On his phone, he's all those
But we saw it. We stopped. Public storage, actually, that was when Max first came in too. So he wouldn't give us our money back, but they let us throw it all in their dumpster. And but man, that was the craziest storage unit with the best stuff that we had to throw all of it away. It was ridiculous. And when you got to the back, like the front wasn't that bad, but as you went into it and got deeper and deeper, like, and we're throwing stuff away, and we're just, Lisa and I are just like, oh, rolling our eyes, you know, we're going through this whole format, you know, all right, we're clean out the unit, and then you got to put, you know, I won't say put tape on the sleeves, but, you know, we go home, and before you go in the house, you go in the garage, you got to strip all your clothes off, you know, throw the clothes in the dryer, run them twice, you know what I'm saying? Then clean them and then run them. Like, we didn't bring anything into the house, but it's like we spent 3 or 4 days having to deal with this ordeal because Max didn't know us yet. So he wouldn't let us have our money back. He wouldn't just let them throw it out for us. So we had to throw it out. And that's how we got a good relationship with Max to start off with. But yeah, we got to the last stack of totes. And this is the crazy part. Last stack of totes. All the way in the back right corner, all the way to the ceiling. I had to stand on something to pull these totes down. And the totes were so bad, you could see like just the feces that ran from it, from how bad the bed bugs were. So the guy was, and this is the crazy thing, because I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it nicely. We have a unit up, a video up that said military veterans unit. And we're catching so much slack from it. And people don't really know the whole story. But in this scenario, the guy was a veteran. He lost, I think he lost his arms and legs, but not from being a veteran, like from diabetes. So his house was riddled with bed bugs. And I guess the way they figured to clear it was to put it in this storage unit. Instead of just getting rid of it, it was that bad. And when they put it in the storage unit, the bed bugs have nothing to eat. So what do? They crawl out everywhere to, you know, find a place to eat. And just the trails and the nastiness of what transpired to the point that why didn't they just get rid of it? Because they knew it was bad. You know what I mean? There's no way they didn't know that. And I still have pictures to this day I come across. I'm just like, oh man, when I see that unit, that is one of the craziest, nastiest units I've ever seen.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And fortunately, we were able to throw it out in the dumpster, and we made some good relationships with public storage around here for doing the right thing, even though that, you know, we could have just walked away from it, but we never took it into our warehouse. What's that?
And now you know what bed bugs look like.
Oh, I knew beforehand, unfortunately.
I've never seen them. What are they big or
They're very minute.
And I'm gonna say it, I just said that comment, but I know it because of I was an outside insurance and salesman, so I had to, with the companies I worked with, like Humana and Medical Mutual, which is local here. Humana's nationwide. I did Medicare, and they would set your appointments, and you'd have to go run them no matter what. So I've ran appointments in areas that weren't necessarily great. It doesn't matter if it's black or white. Like, I've been in several different areas, and you're not sure what you're walking into. So unfortunately, I've already been in the scenario from doing outside Medicare sales. And I could tell a couple different stories, but the worst one is when you're sitting in a house and you've already walked into the house, and probably 20 minutes into the appointment, something happens, like, well, something gets tossed on the table, and then you see stuff starting to walk around that article that was tossed on the table, and you're like, did I just see that? Yeah. So I kind of already knew, which is how I identify it. So any storage unit I go into, Lisa tell you, I'm always looking for bugs first. but it was my previous job that's how I found out what bed bugs look like. Because you never know whose house you walk into.
Nasty.
Wow.
Mm.
And here's the crazy thing. I'm going to tell you real quick about this one. The people wanted to change their insurance so they could get the free rides through the insurance. And I'm just like, why do I want to sign you to my insurance to get the free rides that you need to go? But you're going to be taking this and putting it in, you know, you hop on the cab, you hop on your ride, and then, you know, you leave bed bugs in there, and then it just picks up onto somebody else. And man, I know people were looking at me crazy when I walked out of that appointment. I was on the side of the road, stripping my clothes off. I stripped down to my underwear and jumped back in the truck, threw everything in the back of the truck, and drove home in my underwear, called Lisa up like, look, you need to come here home, help me out. I'm in the garage. You know, I threw everything out. Like, it was crazy.
Hose me off.
And I'm just thinking, like,
pulled over.
I know people were looking at me crazy because I'm on the side of the road, stomping my foot, trying to get them off my leg, and, you know, throwing my clothes. Like, oh man. So yeah, I knew before this. So, but I always look because you just never know what's in anyone's house for real, for real. So, but that's your crazy story right there.
That's a crazy story.
Well, I think you won. I think you won.
Yeah, I don't need to tell my crazy story, but I'll tell it real quick. I always tell people the craziest thing I don't know, in my opinion, I found a storage unit. I bought a storage unit many years ago before I did YouTube. And there's so many units I wish I was doing YouTube and filmed. But this unit, the reason I bought it, I think it went for $1,200. Tom Hall was auctioneer. It was Uncle Bob's. That's how long ago it was. Where Uncle Bob's became Life Storage, and now they're Extra Space or whatever it is. But Uncle Bob's Storage, and there's all those old hand-painted horns for old Victrolas. And they had flowers painted them, and there's probably like 20, 30 of those. There's some old radios and some other stuff in there. So I bought that unit, and I opened the first box, and I scared myself. There was a self-taxidermied cat in the unit. And
whoa. Did you say self-taxidermy?
It was definitely not professionally taxidermied. It was taxidermied, but that was one of, I think, 20 I found.
Oh my Lord.
And the unit was awesome. I mean, I found like 5 of these die-cast Stephen King Christie models or whatever, cars or whatever, and I think I was selling for like $200 a piece. I found 5 of those. The horns I was selling between $100 and $250 a piece. I had over 20 of those. The radios and all stuff. But I'll tell you this real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. But I'm walking through the unit on my phone, and a piece of floating hair goes right in my mouth, like a cat thing. I was like, oh, and I was like, it was the worst thing ever because I knew it came from one of these dead stuffed cats. There was hair floating around the whole unit because there was like I said, they were self-taxidermy, so it was horrible. It was horrible. So that was one of the strangest, weirdest things I ever found. It was nasty, disgusting, and but that's how it goes. Now, KT Treasures. You're going to do Whatnot auctions on Monday. You usually do at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's under KT Treasures on Whatnot.
Yep.
So you're going to do one this Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone watching and anyone that's tuning in afterwards, because there'll be a lot of people that watch this after the fact, because a lot of people don't come in on Thursday night. They'll watch it all tomorrow. Check out KT Treasures. Monday, 6:30. Go to Whatnot. Go to KT Treasures. And then I'm assuming you have an eBay store.
Yes.
As the eBay store, KT Treasures.
Yeah, it's KT Treasures and more.
And more. So go to eBay, and you guys, I'm sure you know how to look for sellers and all stuff, but go KT Treasures and more. How many items do you have right now up for auction? I mean, up for in your store for sale?
We're around 24 or 2,500 items, I believe.
Oh wow!
So
we're very consistent. We list 5 to 20 a day, every day. We don't miss a day ever. In years now.
And it's just one of those things. It's like putting money in the bank.
Exactly.
It's always, it's just weird how eBay works because like we've done it for so many years and years and years, and it's just like all of a sudden it's just like you'll have those spurts where all the stuff sells and then nothing sells, And then always the holiday times, it's always a free for all. You never know what the heck's going to start selling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I do love the eBay. And KT Treasures, what advice would you give to anybody that thinks about starting off in the reselling business, and that there's a new reseller or wants to become a reseller or anything else that you've learned? What would you give them advice? If someone came to you, listen, Christy Tim, I really want to resell. I hate working 9 to 5 at my local job. What can I do to become a reseller like you guys? What would you tell them?
Oh man. Start with stuff that you already own.
Smart. That is very smart. Genius. Okay, I like that one.
Clean your closet out. Stuff that you don't wear, you don't want, you don't need. Stuff like that.
All around your house, everybody has things that are in the back of a cupboard that you haven't touched in a year. Be honest with yourself. Get rid of it. Make money.
I can tell you, I'm guilty at this. I don't know if you guys are. I have Christmas stuff I've never opened or used. I'm not, I'm saying I got brand new stuff like my family's giving me, because it's so hard. Because in our business, we get almost everything from storage and it's a retail and stuff. So people will give you stuff. It's like, really, I always tell people, it's like, if you can give me something, like give me like a 10-cent Batman comic book or something. You know what I'm saying? Like something I know that chances I probably don't have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might have it, but something I really would enjoy and like. So
yeah,
that is such a smart thing, because a lot of people think, oh, I got to go out and buy all the stuff to resell. And that's a big mistake people make, is it's so easy to buy. Yep. It's so hard to sell, right?
Yep.
It is.
So that's a good piece of advice right there. Start with the stuff you already have, ladies and gentlemen. Genius.
I'm going to add on to that real quick. When I first got started in the resale, this was back in like 2010. I was doing Medicare insurance. I was doing insurance in general, and Medicare was, I was starting to get into. And a mentor of mine that was teaching me the Medicare and helping me understand how to be an independent agent. Her son was, had this eBay store, and they called it Cash for My Trash. So her and her husband would send out marketing for him, and seniors would come in and bring their stuff. And he wasn't a people person. So like he did the eBay, but he didn't do the, let me, do the gift of gab thing. So I became the face of that, because I don't mind. I'll talk to them. And at the end of the day, they're seniors. So, I might get Medicare insurance out of it. So that was kind of the goal. Like it kind of drew in a senior crowd. But the article I remember that they would run in the newspaper would say something to the fact that everybody has about $1,000 worth of items in their house that are just sitting there. And the goal was to help seniors start downsizing their stuff. But when you say start from home, that's something I always remember. And actually, when I started really getting into, when I left my full-time job to join Lisa in our business full-time, I actually reached back out to her and her husband to see if they had any of those ads. And this had been already like 11 years later, at least, but it was interesting. It said, everybody has at least $1,000 worth of items that are just sitting around that they can, sell. And that is why you start from home. Guaranteed people have stuff sitting there that they could just liquidate. And it doesn't matter what it is. I guarantee they can easily figure out some $1,000 worth of stuff,
What?
I said, I don't think Conky or Noreen have anything to sell.
We got nothing.
Hot Wheels there, Conky.
Well, hey, didn't you just buy another one of those trucks over your head? I mean, you don't have that to
that's
sell?
the one I had.
But when he finds them, he tries to get them.
I try them.
He's got a fleet.
I've actually got a fleet of the tow trucks. No, a bunch of them.
I would say,
hold on.
I would say after you sell things out of your house, whatever you decide to sell, after you sell things out of your house and you make money and you're ready to start reselling other items, try to figure out what you truly love. If you don't love what you're selling, you're not going to sell it. You're going to want to niche down. There are certain things that I just refuse to list. I'm like, no, just put it in the dollar sale, and it could be worth $100. I don't give a crap. But, niche down, find something you love and truly learn it. Like, I can feel a piece of clothing. I can see a piece of clothing. I can feel a piece of clothing, just a little piece, and I know it's quality or not quality. Even shoes, I'm learning a lot more about shoes. If you truly love what you're selling, you're gonna do a lot better.
True. What about you, Maureen?
Well, I was thinking of what Christy was saying as she was saying it. And I was thinking, I don't want to sell any of the stuff I love. I want to keep it.
But as I'm sitting here, I know
sells it.
there's stuff around this house that I know I could sell. So I'm going to dig there too. But, we got stuff we got to sell too. And that's why we're doing a seasonal change right now. We are stepping away from Whatnot for the summer.
Yeah, we'll come back in October.
We'll come back in the fall. So this summer we're going to focus because we got so much stuff. I got to get on eBay. I haven't had an opportunity. So I'm going to get it on eBay. And then Conky's been really biting the bit. He wants to do some flea markets. So we're going to be doing some flea marketing this year.
Well, we just bought that new trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Because the old one broke, literally
on the freeway.
And I want to be able to use the trailer for flea markets. And I just miss going and setting up and sitting there on a sunny day and watching the world go by. And every once in a while, somebody stops by and throws a pile of money at me for something I have and walks away with it. And then I just go back to people watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
then my time can be freed up to really get into the eBay. I have not really done a lot of eBay lately because the focus was on Whatnot. So we're just going to do a seasonal change. And when everybody's back in their homes again, we'll go back to Whatnot. That's what's going on with us.
That makes complete sense.
And I like some of the ideas Christy said, so I'm going to try to utilize them with eBay too.
Listing a bunch of stuff?
Well, do more sales as well. I did for the first quarter, I did have all stuff off at 20%, and I did sell a lot more stuff. So I think we're going to try to do what she suggested, maybe a couple weeks, and then do a different kind of sale, then a month do a different kind of sale, just to try to get stuff moving.
Well, we've got stuff we've had in our eBay.
I know we could probably move that stuff too.
The biggest thing I would say is consistency is key. Even if you can only list one item a day, do one item a day. Tim and I have a draft bank of about 60. We're working on getting up to 140 so that we at least have a 2-week at 10 a day cycle.
And that's what I want to do. I want to get that bank up too, because I don't have one. That's I'm going to work on and and then just kind of really go through stuff, get some stuff, maybe take it to the flea market that we haven't been selling, just trying to get stuff recycled. And then he'll get the building up, and then hopefully we can get some storage units again, because right now we have no room. It's just that simple.
None.
Right.
Yeah.
He's been a wheeler dealer all his life, so auctions just come naturally. Yeah, so I mean, it's a crazy, crazy game, and obviously we could sit here all night and talk about it. That's why we love Auctions Anonymous, and we love going to auctions. And it's when we all get together, it's a social media gathering. And it's like we all, we all have fun together, and it's a great community that we have. And
absolutely.
And I love you guys supporting the live auctions. Like I said, there's not, as you guys know, there's not many live auctions left and storage unit wise.
No, there's not.
And it's a dying breed, and it's going to be less and less all the time. And I will try to keep the facilities I got as long as I can. And you just don't know. And there's nothing like a live storage auction, and you guys all know this. I mean, we've all gone to, online. It's all great buying online units and all that stuff, but actually being able to go there, have the fun with people, the interaction, the bidding against each other, looking at each other, people saying the stupid little comments. It's just all the stupid little things. And, hey, this is a Roy unit over here, or this is a KT Treasure unit, or this is a Conky unit here. It's like,
and you get a chance to.
Don't be trying to give me your garbage unit.
There's just some stuff you can't get from pictures that you get when you're right there and you're looking
like
in there.
The smell.
Yeah, it smells one. But the community is great. It's supportive. Sometimes it's energizing. When you talk to other people, get you energized, and plus you really get a chance to see what you might be buying.
I will say not only that, but anyone that's doing this full time, like I can't speak for everybody, but I can say in my perspective, like there aren't too many people I can say when I find something good, like I can't say, oh, I hit a big unit and it was a great unit and tell everybody about it. You know, I mean, most people just don't get it. You know, like I can, you know, hit up everyone here and just say, hey, you know, wow, I just hit a good score, and people are going to ask, you know, they're going to root you on, you know. And outside of that, if it's somebody that doesn't really understand the community, they don't believe you, or then they want to buy everything that you do it for, you know. Which is like, you know, I'm just sharing a good win because, you know, there's so many potentially bad ones, you know. I mean, not every unit's a hit, you know. Just because we drop a video, I mean, we drop a video, we show you what we're going through, but that doesn't mean that it's everything A to Z. So like, you know, to be able to talk to somebody that, you know, you can say, oh man, this is what I found, or, you know, like the bed bugs, or if anybody's had a bug unit in general, whether it's roaches or whether it's urine in bottles. I mean, I've had to pour those out, like, you know, I mean, try not to get it on you. Like, I mean, there's only certain things that, like, I mean, people that really do this just, you know, that's the beauty of the community. Just like, or when Conky got the one unit and we were looking at it together, and he ended up getting the unit and said I can come through and help him out, and then I get to see it, you know, like just, you know, there's a camaraderie here that you just, if you're doing this, you just don't get with other people, and that's what I like about it. It's an awesome community, and especially in this area.
We also all know different things, and there's so much to know in this world. It's just you can never know. Oh, you know, like people like Rob, you know so much stuff. It's like I know hardly anything. I mean, I know a lot, but I hardly know anything. You know, and there's just so much to know. You know, like Tim here. Like if I had a bunch of Boy Scout stuff, he could tell me way more than I would ever know about it. Or Christy here about clothes, Conky about Hot Wheel ride lines, Noreen about everything because she's and you know, Roy down here, he can tell me.
I know nothing. I call Rob all the time. Rob, I just sold something on HiBid. What do I do next?
But the other thing is that, you know, like Noreen was talking to Christy about the eBay and giving her ideas and stuff like that. And it's just like that kind of stuff where we all know, and you learn different things from different resellers and all that kind of stuff. And hey, you know, try selling this or sell this, or, you know, have you ever tried, you know, there's all kind of things like, you know, Roy's called me up. Hey, Rob, you ever try selling this stuff before or whatever else? So we all have different experiences, and then, you know, we can help each other out. And sometimes instead of making the mistake, you know, it's a lot easier to ask somebody and get their opinion, and maybe, hey, I didn't even think about it. And then you learn something and you didn't make the mistake, because we can all make the mistake and learn, or we could ask somebody and not make the mistake. And it's a lot easier learning that way.
Right. The He-Man was a good one.
Yeah.
I forgot I messed up on a listing, and Lisa and I were talking about it, and I only had 2 options. So I'm like, man, and I was frustrated because it's like, all right, do I put it in or do I save it? And Lisa's just like, whatever you do. And then I'm just like, man, I'm frustrated. It was a rare He-Man figure. So I called Rob, and he's like, dude, start at a higher price. Like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. You only had like a day and like 12 hours left or something.
Yeah. So I started at a higher price, and it got to where I wanted it to be anyway, that I would anticipate it to sell. But it was just kind of funny that is the beauty of the community. Like, and then with KT, we're on a group chat every day. And I know I don't talk as much because, I mean, especially right now, we're doing so many, like, people don't really understand. We do a lot of estate sales too. Like, so we're running these estate sales hard because this is kind of our season now and towards the end of the year. And it ebbs and flows. But, you know, it's like, you know, if there's questions, you know, it's always just a quick, you know, hey, you know, I got this. What do you guys think of this? Or, you know, and, you know, it's a messenger where it's just messages back and forth, kind of like a text message, you know. And hell, that was the same thing. You know, there was a text message yesterday that I saw with Rob sent out, you know, we're asking, I'm not blaming anybody, but, you know, it's like having those people that can help you trim the learning curve, because it's still a learning curve no matter what you do, you know. But, you know, that's still sharpening steel, having people you can call. And in this community like that we have, it's actually a pretty good one with the fact that we can do that.
Every day I'm learning. That's why I love my job. But it's getting late. We're all tired. We all got other stuff to do. And it's Friday tomorrow. I guess I gotta catch a bus to go to Washington D.C. early in the morning. So yeah, I get to go with the 8th grade field. I don't know, it's a field trip. It's an 8th grade trip to Washington. So I get to go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I get to go Gettysburg. I get to go 9 in Pennsylvania, the 9/11 Memorial. I get to go to all
that's a
kinds
nice
of stuff. Oh yeah, I get to see all. I get to go see that tomorrow. I get the MLK Memorial, Lincoln Memorial, Jefferson Memorial. I got all kinds of stuff to do. I get to go to some museums. So I got a great, awesome weekend. And then and I'll be on a bus editing video. I'll be in my hotel room at night editing video. So the work never ends. But we all love what we do. We appreciate everybody. We're gonna do a quick prayer, and then we'll do our final saves. But all right, Lord, thank you for bringing us all together in your name. We appreciate all the stuff and gifts that you've given to us. And as we talked and discussed earlier today, a lot of the people in our communities have had injuries and issues and surgeries and all kind of different things. And just, Lord, heal them all the best way possible. Just get them all back to ready to move some more storage units, Lord. And also anyone that's watching tonight, any of the viewers that have any issues, problems, Lord, that you can help them with, or anyone that they know, just see the best way you see fit to help them out through that situation. And thank you for all you've given us and all the gifts and this awesome community. Amen.
Amen.
And we truly appreciate everybody. We need you guys to check out KT Treasures. They got an awesome YouTube channel, tons and tons of videos up there. They've gone to so many different auctions, bought so many different types of units and live auctions, and traveled all around the country for storage. And it's not just Ohio. I mean, they've been all around the country. So check out their channel Monday, 6:30 on Whatnot. They got an auction this Monday. So go to KT Treasures, Whatnot, 6:30, and easy thing to do. So check out the video, subscribe, like, hit the bell, and KT Treasures. We appreciate you guys so much. Avery's on. Same thing with Recycle Neo. He's got an auction coming up. When's your auction on? Just
Wednesday.
Go to Recycle Neo. Ends next Wednesday.
Yes, it does.
I got a comic book auction ending Saturday. And then Conky, your last Whatnot auction's Friday?
No, that was last Friday.
That was last Friday.
Yep.
So Saturday, 8 o'clock, Conky's Flipping Adventures has his live at 8 o'clock this Saturday. So everyone here, there's so much content between us four here. There's all kind of stuff to do. Watch. Just please support us all. We appreciate you so much. Any final things you want to say, KT Treasures?
Just thank you very much, Rob
Thank you.
and Conky, for having us here. And we hope that everyone has a beautiful rest of the week. And thank you, everybody else, for being here in the chat.
What about Avery's? What do you got? Anything?
Hey, check out our auction Wednesday. We have a great house we're liquidating with some awesome vintage toys if you like it. And, as always, we appreciate being able to come on and chat with you. And thank you. This is always a fun time to get together and just kind of, talk to others about, share experiences and talk about the goods and the bads and, and
the ugly. The bed bug ugly. Thanks, Roy. And Conky,
don't let them bite.
Any final words?
Well, I was going to say, Christy, don't thank me. I told Rob to put AJ on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He looks for you.
Yeah.
Where is AJ? I'm surprised AJ hasn't popped in the screen at all.
I'm actually surprised too. Usually when we're like live and talking, she comes in.
She had herself worked up pretty
It's
good
been a
today
bad
because
day.
of the weather.
The weather has really,
yeah.
so she is probably upstairs in bed sleeping because she's been upset all day because of the storms.
Gotcha.
It was crazy, lightning and thunder and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We got Eddie here. He's pawing at me. Keep petting me.
So we just want to say once again, thank you guys for all checking us out. Check out all of our channels. Support us any way you can. We appreciate that. We all have stuff that's selling. So if there's stuff you want to buy, Go to KT Treasures. They got their eBay store. Avery's all in. They got eBay store. Conky, Noreen, they got the eBay store. Second Sense, we got a couple things on eBay, I think, too. So take a look. We appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Until we meet.